You're wonderful, you're intelligent, you're amazing, you're awesome. Doesn't it bring a smile on your face? And when I say you're boring, you're angry, you're clever, you're adamant, that definitely brings a frown on your face. Hello everyone, this is Yogita and you're watching English Finishing School. So, certainly I discussed some words in the beginning of the video. I described you saying you're intelligent, brilliant, amazing, and I used some negative words as well like clever, adamant, naughty. Now why did I intend to say that? In today's video, we are going to discuss about describing words of nouns. Of course, I described you in the beginning and you as a person. You are a noun. So, the words which describe nouns in English grammar are called adjectives. Now, we had discussed in our first video what are adjectives. Adjectives actually tell the quality of a noun or a pronoun. If you have not watched yet, you can find the link in the description and you can watch that and go back. So, we are going to discuss about adjectives and their types in detail in this video. Adjectives. The first type of adjectives are adjectives of quality. Qualities can be in the positive sense or else in the negative sense. And qualities can be of persons, qualities can be of places, qualities can be of objects. Even it's not the quality like when I'm saying naughty, clever, intelligent, brilliant. The quality of a thing can be even in terms of color, even in terms of its size. It can be in terms of its shape. And sometimes we are describing person telling their origin. We say American girl. We can say Swiss watches. We can say the kids will feel quite yummy about it. French fries. So they belong to French. Or say Chinese noodles. So all these talk about origin, and of course we call them proper adjectives also when there are proper word attached to it like Cadbury chocolates. So these all will be called adjectives of quality. They describe about the quality of a thing, place, person. Next is adjective of quantity. Quantity is something which you can measure. Quantity is something which you cannot count, which you cannot number, and it is in terms of kilograms, grams or pounds. The weight is there actually, or else something abstract. We can say बहुत ज़्यादा, very much, right? So all these are adjectives of quantity, and that means the words like half, whole, much, or else 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg. So all these will be called adjectives of quantity. Next is adjective of number. Now when I say number, in grammar terminology, we describe numbers into two categories: cardinal numbers, ordinal numbers. Now cardinal numbers are general like 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I add a noun to these numbers, when I say 1 book, 2 boys, 3 students, 4 apples. So once I add a noun to it, these cardinal numbers becomes cardinal adjectives or adjectives of number broadly. And ordinals talk about the order of number. For example, first, second, third, first position, second prize, third student in the row. So all these are followed by noun. These ordinal numbers will be called ordinal adjectives or adjectives of number to tell it broadly. Next type of adjective is possessive adjectives. Now in the previous video of pronouns, we clearly understood that possessive pronoun is something that belongs to you, something that you own. And possessive adjective, the only difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives in terms of the usage of a noun along with it. Right? She is my mother. So here my, because a noun is attached to it, becomes possessive adjective. That is your book. So your and the book word is attached to it, that is a noun, makes it a possessive adjective. And the words like our school, their house, your smile, my dress, all these words are possessive adjective. And then we have demonstrative adjectives. In demonstrative pronouns, we discussed this, that, these, those, and the words will were always followed by a helping verb like this is, that is, these are, those are. But in demonstrative adjective, the words this, that, these, those will be followed by a noun. These flowers are very pretty. You can say those boys are very naughty. This pen is very sharp. You can say that book is very interesting. So this way you are attaching a noun to the all demonstrative words, makes it a demonstrative adjective. Next type of adjectives are interrogative adjectives. Now interrogative, the word itself says they will form a question. But again, WH words, when they are followed by a noun, makes it an interrogative adjective. Like, which dress do you need? What color do you want? Which school do you study? So all these question words, or when they are followed by a noun, become interrogative adjectives. Next important adjectives are distributive adjectives. The words like each, every, either, neither, when they are followed by a noun, saying each girl was present. Every student went for the picnic. Or else you can say either road is safe. Neither road is safe. So all these words are called distributive adjectives as they are followed by a noun. Next is proper adjectives. Now when we add the word proper to it, we use proper noun words as an adjective. For example, say Indian girl. You can say American tourists. You can say French fries. You can say German cars. So all these proper words are attached to a noun as an adjective, makes it a proper adjective. Next are indefinite adjectives. Now indefinite, the word itself says that indefinite, something not definite. It can be an indefinite quantity or it can be an indefinite number. Like indefinite quantity, we use the words like much, whole, some. And in indefinite numbers, we use the words like many, few, some, and so on. So these are called indefinite adjectives. And the next, we need to understand the degrees of comparison. When we say degrees of comparison or degrees of adjectives, there are basically 3 degrees: positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. When we say positive degree, we are just telling the quality of a person, place or a thing, and we are not comparing that person, place or thing to any other. We say she's a good girl. This pen is sharp. So I'm not comparing this thing, a pen or the person with any other. So we'll say we use a positive degree. She is a good girl. This pen is very sharp. When I compare one thing with another, when I compare 2 things, I will use a comparative degree, and I often use than as a preposition, that is THAN. Let's understand with an example. She is better than me. So I'm using better, which is a comparative degree of good, and I'm using a preposition that is than, THAN, than. So I'm comparing 2 people here. And then this pen is sharper than that. I'm using a comparative degree that is sharper, and I'm comparing that with another pen. So this is how comparative goes. Next degree of comparison is superlative degree. Superlative degree is something when I'm comparing one person or one thing or one place with many. So she is the best of all students. So I use the article, the definite article with the superlative degree, and best is the superlative degree of good. She is, this pen is the sharpest. So I'm using a superlative degree that is sharpest, and I'm using the as an article before it. So that's all about adjectives in detail. I hope you understood it and you liked the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe my channel to watch our next videos. Keep watching.